really worries me is that somehow, and I don't have the proof, I didn't do any study in it, but I'm a mathematician, so I always think in functions. So if you look at what's happening with nature, and somehow it's accelerating, and the current models are not predicting what is happening, and it's happening faster and faster. So somehow I think we missed something in all these predictions. So that is what's really worrying me, because
that we cannot predict it anymore. That it's getting out of hand, or what do you mean?
That it's so accelerating, because we now have we have an agreement that in 2030 or 2050 we need to reduce CO2 levels with that, and I think it's just too late. It's just too late. So I'm worried about that. On the other hand, I work for companies in fashion and airline, which are the two most polluting industries there are out there.
Yes.
And I'm worried about the leadership, that they don't take responsibility to say this is enough. We're not gonna fly as much.
Yeah.
It's a funny anecdote, but 2 years ago I worked for Vueling Airlines. I just started as head of innovation there, and I said, I have an idea. Maybe we should invest or collaborate or have a strategic partnership with online conferencing or something like that in the virtual space.
Yeah.
And everybody would like, she's a lunatic. Right? That would have been super cool if they would have done that. It would have been also a major statement. And I think that companies need to be. I always joked when I was living in Spain, I think companies need cojones. They need.
I happen to know what it means.
Yeah. They need to have these statements.
Yeah.
This is why I like Patagonia, for instance. And they just say all the benefit, part of our profits we're going to use again to open up what is happening in America.
Buying a shirt from Patagonia is almost as being the activist and
Yeah,
paying them to do their work.
They are going to spend money to show the real world and to show which campaigners are working against what is good for the world.
Yeah.
I think that's bold. And we need much more of that.
Yeah.
All those companies have lots of power, but they're not using it for the right purposes.